It's Renee and Give Up the Baby's Big Journey, and I am working on our 21-day raw fruits and vegetable journey. Today is day 11 and I am so excited. And so since we're getting close to the middle of our journey, I'm going to start showing you how to, make some healthy, nutritious, plant-based desserts. And so while this actual cookie is not a raw cookie, I'm going to show you guys how to make it, because a part of it is that you want to make sure that if you're going to eat something that's cooked, because I told you raw is not the law. It's more important that you eat whole food, plant-based meals. And so this is something I've never shown before, and it's my oatmeal cookie. Everyone in my family loves it, and they keep telling me I need to try to market it and sell it, but it's just something I love to do. So I'm going to show you guys how to make it. And basically, I've kind of perfected it. There's certain things that I've kind of learned that make it really good, and there's certain things that kind of don't work, because I tried to make muffins and I realized I'm more of a cookie girl than a muffin girl. And so this is what we're going to have. We're going to use 2 cups of oatmeal. What I found is that my family likes, I use 1 cup of the regular oatmeal that's just actually the whole rolled oats, and then I use 1 cup of the oatmeal that I've already blended. I showed you guys that I used the Vitamixer and do it. So I'm going to show you. This is the 1 cup of the regular rolled oats, and then I'm going to get the, hold on one second, get the other cup. And then this is the oatmeal that I showed you guys the other day that I blended in the Vitamixer. I actually used the Vitamixer and just turned this oatmeal into flour. And so I'm going to use 1 cup of that. I hope you guys are all having a great day. And this is going to be a great, nutritious treat that won't be counterproductive to your goal. Because we talked about that. You want to make sure that you make decisions that line up with your goal. And a part of that is eating foods that are whole food, plant-based foods. Someone is calling me, so I got to take this. Hold on. Okay, sorry for that little interruption. So this is 1 cup of the already blended oatmeal flour that I made from oatmeal. So we put that in there. And then we're going to use, there's lots of different types of gluten-free flours. I kind of try different ones. This is actually just a rice flour that we're going to use. And I normally use 1.5 cups of any type of all-purpose flour that you have. And you want to make sure you use that, because if not, your cookies will just be too mushy. I find that this gives it more of a cookie flavor, a cookie texture. So I'm going to use 1 1/2 cups of that. And this is going to make a big batch of cookies. And what I normally do is I used to do it. I used to freeze half of the dough, but my family eats these a lot, so I'm not going to freeze it. But you can, if you have a smaller family, this dough freezes very well. So if you want to freeze it, you can do that, and it'll work out really good. So this is 1 1/2 cups of regular all-purpose flour, which we're using gluten-free flour. We have a whole lot of stuff going on. I'm so excited. Things are going really, really well. I really am learning a lot on this raw journey with you guys. Okay, that's 1 1/2 cups of the gluten-free flour, and put that in there. And then we're going to put in our spices. We've already talked about all the benefits. I don't know if I've talked to you guys before, but cinnamon is very good for your glucose, for your insulin, and so that's a really good insulin regulator is cinnamon. And cloves have great medicinal purposes. I'm going to put, this is a 1/2 teaspoon of clove. It's ground cloves. Here you go. It's ground. It's not the whole cloves. And they just smell so good. I'm going to put a 1/2 cup of, not cup, a 1/2 teaspoon of cinnamon. And then I'm going to put a 1/2 cup, teaspoon of allspice. And we're going to try something different today that I don't normally do. I don't normally add flaxseed. I normally add flaxseed because instead of using eggs, I use flaxseed. I told you guys that before. So this is my egg. This is the flaxseed egg. I take 3 tablespoons of flaxseed and I add 8 tablespoons of water, and I let it sit to the side. If you look at it, it's kind of jelly like an egg. And so I'm going to mix this all together. And that's our dry ingredients. And then we're going to add our wet ingredients. And this is our egg, our flaxseed egg. And then what I've already done is I have already taken the 2 bananas and I've mashed them. And instead of mashing them, I actually put them in the Vitamixer because I added 5 dates. So we have 5 dates and we have 2 bananas mashed. Put that in there. This is a really easy recipe. It's really quick. It's really easy. That's one of the things that I love about it. It's a very simple recipe. There are not a whole lot of ingredients, but there's a lot of flavor and there's a lot of different textures. And what I'm going to also add is a half of a cup of, I use molasses. So you have a half of a cup of molasses. But really it's, I mix the 2 together. This is going to be peanut oil because I normally was using coconut oil, but I really realized that coconut oil is really bad for your cholesterol. So I'm going to use some peanut oil. So this totals a half of a cup. So I mix the molasses and the peanut oil together. And then we're going to mix them here together. And then we're going to put this in here for the combining of all the wet and the dry ingredients together. And the thing you're going to notice is that it's extremely easy. Got that all together. And now we're going to mix it up. So this is what we do. This is how we get our delicious homemade oatmeal. I guess they would probably be oatmeal peanut butter cookies. But I also add the ingredients from the 7 salad, which gives you the red cranberries and it also adds pumpkin seeds. But this time I'm not going to add that. I'm just going to add the chocolate chips. And so if you can see this is your dough. And everything that I make ends up being really dark because we're using molasses instead of using any type of other sweetener. And we use the dates and the bananas, so you're going to get that. And so instead of adding pumpkin seeds and craisins, I am going to add some chia seeds this time. Because chia is really great for you and it adds extra fiber. And so that's what we're going to put in here. So we have that all mixed up. I'm going to probably add, for the chia seeds, I'm going to just add, like maybe, I'm going to use a regular kitchen spoon. I'm going to add 3 tablespoons of that. So here's the chia. Chias don't really have that much of a flavor, but I think it's going to add a lot more nutritional value. It adds more fiber. 1. I'm just going to add 2. 2 regular kitchen tablespoons of chia seeds. Put that to the side. And something else I want to show you guys. Something I want you guys to incorporate. Another really good thing you guys can add. And if it's really still too thick, what I normally do when it's a little bit too thick is you can add a little bit of water. I'm going to do that. Because this is a little bit too thick. There you go. And add a little bit of water in there because it was too thick to move it around. It was too stiff. The water won't hurt it though. Because of course, you know, we also add those chia seeds in there. So there you go. So that's better. It's a little bit easier to move around. You don't want it to be so stiff that you can't move it. So we add the chia. And now we're going to add, these are the chocolate chips that I purchased. I think that they're nutritionally sounder. This is 60% cacao. So it's not just like a regular Hershey's chocolate. It's a bittersweet. So this is actually the bittersweet chocolate. And I'm going to add half of the bag. And I normally like to get the small ones, but sometimes I always pick up the big ones. I don't mean to do that. So I'm going to add half of the bag so the next time I make cookies, chocolate chip cookies, I'll have some. And that is basically it. So that's how you make these wonderful homemade gluten-free oatmeal, banana, and now chia cookies. So I'm going to put these on the cookie sheet, and then I'm going to come back and show you what they look like. They normally take about 15 minutes to cook. I'm going to let you guys see what the end result looks like, so stay tuned. Okay everyone, I am back, and this is the end result of our cookies. They're probably still hot, but I'm going to let you guys see what they look like. This is our nutritious, delicious oatmeal chocolate chip cookie. So for this recipe, please visit our website at www.b3regiment.com. Hope this video finds you guys all having an amazing day. Join me as I tear down the walls of nutritional ignorance, one lie at a time. And remember, in order to get permanent results, we have to make permanent changes. Have a great day. Enjoy. Bye.